Alright guys, so right now the only EZA event that is live on JP Dokkan is the Family Kamehameha EZA, so your boy has had some time to try and get as far as possible here. Okay. So I don't have a Turles available, so I'm gonna have to make a cut. This has been happening a lot. People aren't really running Turles too much right now, so it is sort of hard to do this. Alright guys, so finally your boy has found a Turles. Now, the Turles doesn't really matter. It can be free dupe level. Any of those are really fine. Here's the squad that I've been using to get far in this EZA. Really, like, I feel like there's potential to be able to get to, like, stage, like, 400 or something, because you are able to really dominate the Super Saiyan Goku when either Metal Cooler or Tapion transforms. Like, they just take monstrous chunks of health off of his, health bar. The only issue is, like, your starting rotation really does dictate if you have a chance or not. Like, Turles, I think, takes somewhere around 60k damage. It's a lot. It's a lot. Metal Cooler himself, he's taken, I think, like 30k, 40k. Same with the Dragon Ball Super Broly. Now, one thing is, when Turles transforms, that is, like, monstrous. It helps out so much because he heals, and then he gets that monster 130% attack and defensive buff, so he's really able to get a lot done once he actually transforms, right? Plus, that little bit of healing he does is really, really nice. Cooler, as you guys can see, can do ridiculous damage. Plus, if he gets hits, he will also heal us at the end of the turn. Not by a lot, but he'll heal us a little bit. All right, so that's typically what'll happen. If you could survive, like, the first rotation and you have double Turles with, like, you know, Dragon Ball Super Broly or Metal Cooler, you can, like, one-turn this Goku with the double Turles buff. Like, it makes that big of a difference. And then if you have Metal Cooler or Tapion in the second spot, then they could transform and they could finish things off. For whatever reason, I found that in this EZA, it does seem like it's... The key placement usually seems to be favorable for the Great Apes. I don't know what it is, but a lot of times, you know, with Tapion or with Metal Cooler, you know, it's very easy to get 2, sometimes even 3 supers on a rotation. And it's not like the same reason why the Super Baby 2 team, like the Golden Great Ape Baby, it's very easy for him to super attack because the team, you know, he gives 4 key from his leader skill. This is just a traditional, you know, 3 key team. And, you know, whatever reason, the key just always ends up being favorable. Now, the other thing I could do, I could put Great Ape Turles on the team, but, I mean, he's solid. It's just, like, I would have to replace, I guess, like, Janemba. Obviously, even though Janemba, right, is not an AGL unit, like, he is tanking better than, like, every unit we've got except for AGL Frieza and Tapion. Those, like, AGL Frieza and Tapion, they don't take damage. This is actually a really good turn. One thing about Tapion, of course, is that he can't really hurt Goku until he transforms into Hirudegarn. And then Dragon Ball Super Broly, Dragon Ball Super Broly is not like a cheat code or the secret to winning here, but he certainly is very, very helpful. Like, if I was going to put Great Ape Tapion on the team, which, you know, at some point I might think about it, it's Broly is probably who I would replace. Now, the thing with Janemba, the reason Janemba's so good here, hopefully he does it and dodges right here. I'd love a dodge. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Okay, that sucks. But after, you know, Janemba takes that first hit, at that point, you know, he has a nice chance of dodging. I believe my Int Janemba also has 20 dodge, which I'm glad. I'm glad he does. Okay, yeah, this is dead. This is a dead run. We lost. Let me just, though, I want to confirm. Does my Janemba have 20 dodge? No, he's got 15 crit. Okay. Ah, man, see, I actually would prefer Janemba having 20 dodge because, again, you know, he hits ridiculously hard, right? But I'm not one of these cats that's, oh, all damage, all damage, all damage. Like, I'm more interested in, you know, the very difficult events and maximizing defensive units like that. If, like, changing what you had in the orb system only costed stones or dupes and did not cost orbs as well to reopen the node, I probably would change Janemba to 20 dodge. There's a few units where I've sort of made errors on, you know, throughout the time I've been playing Dokkan. Not a big deal. I know that Int EZA Ultimate Gohan I messed up. I also messed up SDR Gogeta. And then, of course, Int Janemba. I mean, most people would consider my Int Janemba to be done correctly, but I think it's better to maximize dodges for him, honestly. Like it's just, you're going to do a lot better I think, like, in events like this, Super Battle Road and stuff, if, you know, a unit like Tech 16, you're giving dodges. Okay, so I guess we'll go Janemba, Tapion. Yeah, so usually it is best, like, one thing we have not really gotten so far in these runs is AGL Golden Frieza in the first slot. Obviously, that's very important. You know, he basically does not take damage. See, this sucks right here, too, because Janemba didn't really have a great chance to dodge that because he had not activated his ability yet. Yeah, I don't know. Depending on how much damage Tapion makes, I think we will fall below 50% HP, so we will transform. Metal Cooler will transform, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't think Metal Cooler will be able to finish off Goku, so we'll have to see what happens on the next rotation afterwards, after we're out of Metal Cooler's transformation. And again, the other thing, too, is if, you know, we don't get that EGL Golden Frieza in the first turn, sometimes the second turn, he really can be quite useless. So I suppose I could even replace him. You know, that could be very interesting. I'll do this. I'll get us a super attack right here. I know... Okay, so definitely, like, the more I think about it, one reason it's easier to super at these Great Apes is because, well, you know, Giant Metal Cooler, you guys know what I'm saying. Because Turles is such a monstrous support type unit, giving 3 ki to the whole rotation, and the Steam links up rather well, a lot of these units, you know, aren't needing a ton of ki, right? So that's why when we go into these, you know, Great Ape sections, I'm able to leave as many ki paths around as possible, because, like, you know, for, like, the EZA Broly, I might only need, like, 1 or 2 ki, or Turles, I might only need 1 or 2 ki. So I tend... Wow, okay, yeah, really good RNG with Metal Cooler here. Really nice. And we're still going to get it. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. I think, because, you know, we got this next turn. Okay, but... no, that's a super attack. There we go. All right. All right, we're doing good. We're doing good. That's not a super attack, but then this is going to be. Yeah, it's over. All right. Another dub. See, this is the thing. Like I was saying, I think we could probably go a lot further in the Family Kamehameha EZA. I mean, since this is the only one up right now, like, I'll go ahead and grind this. Like, during the 4-year anniversary, like, I was trying to get farther in a lot of the EZAs, right? I did manage to get the stage 100 for Beerus, Broly, Janemba. No, I think I only got to, like, stage 50 for Gogeta. But there's a lot of, you know, ones like Ultimate Gohan. I want to try and get to, like, stage 150. So I'm gonna keep grinding. I'm gonna keep up the grind. Okay, so we'll keep going, but there's no Turles, so your boy's gonna have to make a slight little cut. All right, guys, we found another Turles. Time to hop back in. Before we finish up, too, I might take a look at the movie boss category, just to look at some other possible options, right? Because I know these videos are mainly just about, you know, me taking my, like, Mega Whale account, right, and, like, trying to get as far as possible, but I feel like, you know, there's definitely tips that even, like, free-to-play players could take out of some of these videos for, you know, how to beat stage 30 or get to stage 30. In particular, I would say, like, this one and then the SCR Gogeta stage, both of them are weak to movie bosses, and both bosses are SCR, so Extreme AGL is the way to go. So both of those stages, they might be, like, 2 of the easiest EZAs, because all you need is AGL. Like, if you got AGL Tapion, you could beat it. And, like, even really, if you could get a friend AGL Tapion, you also can beat it. Because, you know, once he transforms into Hirudegarn, he's able to just absolutely obliterate both, you know, this Super Saiyan Goku as well as the Super Saiyan Gogeta boss, right? Super Gogeta. Neither of them are really too difficult. Okay, so boom. We got Tapion. You know, that's the thing. Like, as long as you've got either Tapion or Metal Cooler in that second slot, like, getting like to stage 100 in this is, like, simple. It's like no effort whatsoever. But obviously, you know, a lot of, like, RNG does sort of play into the part. Or, like, if we would get EGL Golden Frieza first rotation, like, we're good at that point. Again, the Great Ape Turles, he could work, but, you know, his transformation is not guaranteed. Like, all we got to do to get Metal Cooler or, you know, Tapion's transformation is fall below 50% HP, and it's a guaranteed transformation, so we're good there. I could also bring, like, Super Baby 2, LR Super Baby 2, but the thing about him is, remember, he's not a part of the movie bosses category team, so he's not going to really be too effective here. Like, he's a fantastic unit. Like, he's probably a better... Well, Yeah, I would say he's probably a better unit than all the characters we have in the team. I hesitated for a second thinking about how good Janemba is, and I was like, could Janemba be better than LR Baby? But nah, I wouldn't say that. Okay, how about we go ahead and knock out one more stage? So I guess I'll just, we'll get one more Turles, we'll do another run through the stage, and then we'll take a quick look at the actual category team itself. Alright guys, one more run. Let's see if we can get one more W here. Obviously, as you guys can see, like, this is still, like, when I was going through that Super Saiyan 3 Goku EZA, I still think that's just the hardest one, like, by far. Like, of all EZAs, that's the one that just seems the most difficult because, like, you're just in so much danger with Angel, Gold, and Frieza, right? Like, even with maybe, like, the physical Kid Buu EZA, like, you could still utilize maybe, like, SCR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Okay, there we go. Yeah, a dodge for a super attack right there. That's huge. That probably will get us a W here. Yeah, and we have Tapion coming in the 3rd slot, so we're probably not really going to take too much damage here, especially if Janemba is bobbing and weaving like that. We're not going to take too much damage in this turn, so we should be good for that last turn, and we'll even have EGL Golden Frieza's ability active right here. Yep, we're still above 50%, and we have both Turles on rotation 1, so this one definitely not at a point yet where it's too hard. I might try and get to, like, stage 150, I think. Let's go... I guess we'll do this. Yeah, I think, or excuse me, I said 150. I think after this, I might try and get to stage 250. I mean, we'll see how difficult it becomes at that point. Like, if maybe I'll do a video sooner, or maybe I won't do a video at all. Wait for another new unit to come to the team. But I believe I'm pretty sure, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the first video I've done on this EZA since both AGL Metal Cooler and EZA Dragon Ball Super Broly has come out. So usually, if like a new unit comes out for one of these teams and one of these EZAs, that allows me to get a lot further in it. Oh, that's so big right there. Yeah, this is done. Easy win, because Broly is just, he's ridiculous. Like, yeah, barely any damage too, dude. Like, yeah, this Broly, he is very, very formidable. And then boom, Harudegarn. That's it. Like we're good. We're done. Easy W, easy W. So yeah, again, I might look at like stage 250. Maybe I'll wait till like stage 300, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Because the other thing too is, it gets very annoying going through some of these EZAs a lot when, like, I can't find the leader, right? Like, I guess Turles, like, I only have to reset, like, every 2 or 3 runs. Like, it's like, I wanted to go through the original Broly EZA, but, like, no one runs Ultimate Gohan. So, like, the only way I could even do that, like, I'd have to hit up Twitter. I'd have to be like, yo, y'all gotta add me with Ultimate Gohan. And the other thing, too, is, like, for the Broly EZA, I would definitely need it to be Rainbow SCR Ultimate Gohan as well. Like here, we could just go in with a Turles with no dupes, and we're completely fine, because, like, he's not the main important unit here. He's not nearly as important, right, as Tapion, Metal Cooler, Dragon Ball Super Broly, or even Janemba is. Alright, so here is the movie boss category team, right? So, I'm looking... Tech Golden Frieza as a non-EGL unit, he works really well. SDR Janemba honestly would be fine as well, especially if you maximize his dodge like I did, so he can get as many dodges as possible. But that guard ability will always be good. It'll always make him at least a solid defensive unit. Obviously, like, no physical units are really in play here. I have not done a video on this Cooler yet, but he gives such a massive buff, 40%, to EGL units that I feel like he is, like, possibly an option. Doesn't look like there's really too many other, like, good choices, though, outside of the AGL units. Here are the AGL movie boss options, and then the units I don't have rainbowed, like, Cooler and Janemba and stuff here. This is a free-to-play unit. This is a summonable SR, so they're not really too big of a deal here. So, these basically are the units to get far in this EZA. Obviously, you don't need Metal Cooler Rainbowed or Tapion Rainbowed. If you have one dupe in them and they can just have a little bit of crits and additionals, that would really, really help out, though, with those giant forms. Because, again, you know, the giant transformations are much better than they used to be back in the day because of the fact you can crit, you can additional, which really, it like doubles the DPS of those giant form units. So it's a big deal. So we'll go ahead and finish up here. You know, we got to what, like stage 205 or something like that. Again, I might come back for a stage 250. We'll see. I'm sure there will be a new EZA coming soon. Right now, I'm thinking probably for Saiyan Day, either Blue Kaioken Goku, Int Blue Vegeta, or the physical Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. One of those three might get an EZA, so we'll see. But thanks, guys, for watching, and I will catch y'all next time.